Lakeshore Catholic High School has done it again, bringing in some incredible talent to their auditorium. Before the full house enjoyed Sloan, I had the chance to talk to frontman Chris Murphy about their new album 12 and life on the road.
We're back at it in the next leg of our Sloan 12 tour. And by that I mean it's our 12th album. Our record is called 12. And we're at a school here in Port Colborne.
And to talk about the set list, so on my way here I was listening to all your albums, and you guys have a big body of work to play. So how do you guys pick the set list every night?
Well, I mean, so with a group like ours, we have 4 guys who are writing the songs. So we like to be fairly evenly represented, even though probably Patrick and I get to sing maybe 1 or 2 more than Jay and Andrew, but it doesn't have to be that way. Oftentimes it's very much equal in the real estate. So, and we play 2 sets a night. So we get to play, I don't know how many songs I get to play, 6 personally. So there are probably, so we like to balance, or I personally like to balance between being an artist and being an entertainer. So I like to think that I have to play some songs that people expect me to play, and then some songs that I want to play. And then we're also trying to balance the other thing in the equation is we have a new record, so I want to represent the new record. I don't want to just be the Rolling Stones put out a new record and they play 1 song kind of thing from it.
We're clearly giddy with excitement. It's been a long time planning, and so we welcome Sloan here to Lakeshore Catholic High School this evening. Sold out show. We're going to have just a few available at the door, and it's been part of our concert series. So Andrew and I have just decided at the school that we were going to have a concert series every year, and we had an interesting story I'll let Andrew tell, how we got Sloan to come here, and they're here. We just met them. They're about to do their sound check, and we couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, we're just incredibly excited. I know that we've done a few, and I think right now the buzz around Port Colborne is exceptional. They're ready for what's going to be an amazing show.
So tell us more about how the kids are going to be playing with them, what's going to go on.
We have a drum line here, and our drum line is busy. They're always in parades around the region, and the idea just was, Sloan have been open to unique performances on occasion, so we sent them a video of our kids just playing the drum line to an empty theater, but playing along with Sloan. And emailed it to them, said, "This is what we're thinking. What do you think?" Get an email back, "We are in." And I was like, that's it.
It's Money City Maniacs, which is one of their best songs, and a great little bass and riff at the beginning, which the drumline will play for, and at the beginning, then they'll walk out as the song starts up. But it's a nice 1 or 2 minute
There's a good chance you're going to see Mr. Gifford up there with the drum himself.
That could happen. Yeah, me. Yeah.
So I've also played in a group called the Trans-Canada Highwaymen with my friends Moe Berg from the Pursuit of Happiness, Craig Northey from the Odds, and Stephen Page, formerly of Bare Naked Ladies. And it was a really fun thing for me to go and sort of be in another group. I think it was fun for Stephen to sort of get to hang with a group, because he comes from a group and now he's a solo guy. And we had a lot of fun, and admittedly I was a little bit sheepish about it, and telling the Sloan guys about it, because I've made the sort of mistress and wife analogy. I don't know if that's fair or appropriate to say, but I just guess what, sweetheart, I have another wife. But I had a lot of fun doing it, and Stephen is the solo artist, but the other guys, and Moe is kind of like the boss of Pursuit of Happiness, and they haven't been that active. But for Craig Northey and I, we sort of went back to our groups, and even from a management point of view, I'm telling Sloan's manager, I'm doing this thing, and he said, well, I think it can't hurt. I think maybe people who come to see the Highwaymen who really only know Stephen Page, they might say, oh, I didn't know I liked Sloan, for example. It was one funny story where my wife was at a Trans-Canada Highwaymen show in Burlington or something, and I was playing a song, and my wife was in the crowd, but somebody beside her was like had her phone out, like Googling me, like who is this? Who is this guy? So yeah, someone like that was maybe turned on to Sloan's music for the first time through the Trans-Canada Highwaymen. And then I have, by the way, I have another mistress, which is called Tons, with my friends Matt Murphy and Mike O'Neill. And we made a record. And the Highwaymen never made a record. So that'd be another level of mistress. So having a family is, on the one hand, it makes you want to make more money for your family. So you want to go out and tour, which is really where a band like ours makes money. Because we don't sell enough records. You know, so many people just download records or singles, so that we don't make the kind of record sales money anymore. And nobody does. I mean, people do, but somebody on our level doesn't. So we really need to tour. So in order to make money, we have to tour, but it's also bittersweet because you're away from your family. And when my kids are now 10 and 8, so when they were really young, it was a little bit of a push-pull with my wife because I'd be leaving her with babies. But now that my kids are really in the sweet spot where they're not, you know, they're able to wipe their own bums. Well, whatever. They're just like, they're self-sufficient, and they're fun, and they're not yet trouble on the other side. You know, they're not into their teens. So going away from me is not bad. But we're all at kind of different stages. Andrew has teenagers. Patrick has a young baby who's 3 years old. So it's sort of my attitude toward touring and family would maybe change based on the age of my kids. But right now, I'm kind of in the sweet spot. I love going away. I love hanging out with my friends on tour and getting lots of, like, being over-validated constantly by people. And then I come home and no one cares what I do. No one thinks I'm a big shot. You know, I've just
Dad at home.
Yeah, I was cleaning the bathroom all morning. That's all I did. I took the kids to school and cleaned the bathroom all morning and just vacuumed as much as I could before I had to leave. That's no fun.
No, it's not.
But I don't mind.
This is fun though, right here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing, and the other thing with family is when I go away for a long time and then I just get into the pattern of like waking up at noon, going to bed at 4 in the morning. That's fine. I can still get a night's sleep. It's when you're close to home, when you go out and you play. So we live in Toronto, so when we go out and play, if we came to Port Colborne and then we went home, you know, I'd have to get up at 6:30 that morning and then play that night, and then it's that's when it's hardest, when you're close to home. Yeah. So there's a transition. Even today, I got up early, so I took a nap just now. I wanted to have nap face for this interview, and but whatever. I already feel all right. The other thing I did, which you can probably smell off me, is my wife gave me all kinds of the garbage food. She's like, "Will you eat any of this? Take this." So I'm like eating it's like a bowl full of, what's in here? It's like mashed sweet potatoes, like ground beef, like and I was like, oh, I gotta have to take a nap. So I probably still smell like meat. Sorry.
Show tonight. We cannot wait to see what Lakeshore Catholic has next. It'll be tough to top this one though. In Port Colborne reporting for The Source, I'm Asia Tomori.